We're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Tuesday edition, post week one college football edition of the Cashin show. Bill Rupp is not with us today. I just screamed at him 15 times. We're getting the basement done. We're almost ready. Mayhem Mansion is about ready to pop the F off. And I replaced him with this fucking thing. I mean, what is this guy doing? Fucking football season. He's, oh, look at you.
Woo!
Look at you. Wow, dude. Holy shit. Howie Dewey, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
What's up, boys and girls?
What's up? Why am I lower than everyone, E?
That you got to tell
Rackets, move down.
It's a societal thing.
Do I just turn this? I look short, dude.
There you go.
There we go. Did I just get taller?
You did get taller.
Maybe I should turn it down. All right. So we're testing our new little fucking layout here. Looking nice. Howie's spinning a basketball. I got to make sure I'm tall. I got to be the alpha in the group. You know what I'm saying? But how's everyone doing today? Evan, how's your day going, my friend?
Doing well. Doing very well. We got a lot to talk about today. All the headlines are pretty much about the weekend. So,
the rapper?
No.
We're not going to talk about the rapper?
No, not the rapper today.
Good. I didn't want to talk about the rapper. All right. I still got to be a little bit taller. You're still taller than me. I think you did that on purpose. You trying to be taller than me?
Dude, I said everybody's up the same.
Tommy looks like a... Can you say dwarf?
Bro, why don't you shut the fuck up? All right? Why don't you mind your business? Howie Dewey, ladies and gentlemen. The return to the Cashin show. It must be college season if Howie Dewey's coming in here. No sleeves, hair looking tight. You got your little black curtain behind you, really sexing up that background. Spinning balls. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
Nothing much. Nothing much. And then Joey Rackets coming live from a kitchen.
I'm hanging out with the Brady Bunch today.
Is that the Brady Bunch?
Man, I like that. That looks like the Brady Bunch's kitchen, man. Looks just like the set.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is the Brady Bunch kitchen. The Rackets puts a new background all the time. So, Ev, am I good here? Like, where do I need to be?
I just switched it.
I think you need to slide over a little.
I need to slide
this way.
I'm gonna put marks down for the shows when we start to mayhem.
Move over. No, other way. Keep going.
Yeah,
keep going. A little bit more. A little more.
So outside. Use the mic as my reference point. Okay.
Well, it's my right.
All right, fuck it. It's good. Deal with it.
It'd take 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit that much. All right, guys. So
I'm looking at Rackets. I'm waiting for like Alice to walk by with that 73.
She's down at the meat market.
I don't even know what's over here. You got to see the disaster that's around me. That's why I'm in front of this stupid white wall. But so here's the update on the Mayhem Mansion, guys. First of all, go to mayhemmansion.com. Drop your email. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to do. VIP party invites will be sent out at mayhemmansion.com. We're going to be popping off streaming. We got a lot of shows that we're planning. The basement, the AstroTurf's laid. The studio is built. The studio is painted. The 5 TVs are on the wall, 265s, and an 85 in the middle. The 9 reclining chairs, which Howie will be falling asleep in by 5 o'clock drunk every Sunday, are down in the basement. We need to unpack them, and we are almost ready to rock. So that'll be going. Go to mayhemmansion.com, drop your email, and let's get to work. So what do we got, E?
I mean, first and foremost, is Colorado legit?
Yes. Howie, me and you were dead wrong on that. I'm going to eat that. We're not going to lie up here.
I was wrong. 1,000%.
I was wrong too. It's week one. But the whole point of week one, guys, we do a lot of gambling education here, as you guys know, right? And we got to teach you guys how to bet college sports. That's me and Howie's biggest thing that we do here. So week one is a learning process. Howie, I don't think I've won on week one in 8 years, right? That's the learning process. That's where you're understanding what's going on. And Colorado was a big learning process for us. That Deion's style, Howie, looks to have gotten through to these kids. Sanders is a beast. Hunter's a beast. I mean, they may be dominant in that conference. Even that conference had a good weekend, though. I'll tell you that.
They did. And a couple guys on Discord, you were right. I was wrong on Colorado. I thought they were, I thought it'd be 2 years, 3 years rebuilding. Yeah. Rebuilding. That team's got they got studs. They got some legit NFL dudes, and they're gonna have a good season.
Yeah, they are. And listen, we did say it though. We said they're gonna lose by 40 or win by 10, and we just really were certain they were gonna lose by 40. But yeah, no, listen, take the L on that one. A couple bad beats. So this weekend was a little bit of a roller coaster, right? So let's just be transparent on it. We said, going in, trying to tread lightly a little bit. Started off great with the UMass underdog win. Got a little screwed on a couple games. They started off good for me with Bowling Green and Purdue, and then they just fucking fell apart at the end of the game. Both of those should have covered easily. TCU lost, Northern Iowa lost. Came back strong to end the night. So after a bad 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock, finished off 3-1 with Sam Houston, Wyoming, Texas State. Carried that into the next day. Took down the Florida State, which was our biggest bet of the week. Me and Howie all over Florida State. We'll talk about these individually. And then last night, Duke money line. I mean, we hit the Duke money line plus 245. We had a max bet on Duke plus 14.5. So even though we had a little bit of a rough patch in there when things were getting a little sideways on us, straightened out the ship, ready to rock. 5-2, last 7 bets on my side. So we were ready to go and take off going forward. How did you break down your weekend?
Yeah, man, we finished strong, and you had to because, so close Friday with Hawaii, and that was just a screwing, man. That was like just horrible call. I've never seen a call.
It's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen.
I never saw a dude that literally stepped on the line out of bounds, and they just called it. That blew my mind. That was just a horrible call.
That game, and again, don't want to be that guy, okay? But when Twitter is doing it before me, I feel like I can, right? That game was fixed from the jump. Like that line moved from 10.5 to 2.5, right? So, everyone and their mother was on Hawaii. And those calls the whole game were maniacal. Maybe it was a bad bet. Maybe they suck, whatever. But, I mean, that didn't look right from start to finish, Howie.
No, that was that game was just shady as shit. Wow.
Like, I'll tell you, there was about 4 or 5 bets I put out that sucked, right? That was not one of them. That was shady.
Yeah, I mean, Hawaii should have covered easily.
Yeah.
Came back damn strong. Florida State, and that's a team that preseason I said, you got to bet them to win the whole thing. They were like plus 1,800 something like that. And shit, Florida State looks good.
Yeah, and you know what? We both pounced on that. I thought that was the easiest bet of the weekend. I mean, the nice thing about it too was that it was that late game too. So after we took a little bit of a thump, on Saturday, it was on Sunday, right? So it was a late game Sunday. So it took a little bit of a smack in the face on Saturday. And then we were able to come back and just tell our people, just skull fuck this, right? Like, just hammer it, let's hammer FSU. This is one of the best bets of the weekend. And that came through. So that was nice. And then led right into fucking Duke last night. Me and you were on the phone in the afternoon. Clemson sucks, dude. We were saying, well, what the hell is this line 13.5 for? This made no sense. 12.5, 13.5. I hit the first half money line too, which was probably one of the worst losses in history. They fumbled a punt up 6-0 with like 2 minutes left, gave them a free touchdown, and then fumbled at the 25 when they had the easy field goal. So we doubled down in the second half money line because they were the better team and just absolutely slayed last night on that Duke game. But what was your take on that in Clemson, Howard?
Yeah, I mean, that quarterback's one of the best in the country. I said that before the game. That kid's so underrated. They're well coached. They got athletes. I mean, Duke, I could see Duke going undefeated until they play Florida State. I mean,
I can see it.
That's a good Duke team. The ACC, I think, is underrated. The SEC, it's tough to tell because the bottom half of the SEC looked like shit this past weekend. And then you had LSU just taking a thumping. So, you look at the SEC. Now I'm starting to say, it's coming down again like it does every year. It's going to be Bama, Georgia.
And you're starting to see it, and obviously we got a lot of realignment that's going to be going on in college football too, which is going to change a lot more things as we go with a lot of these Pac-12 teams we've been talking about going to the East Coast, going to the center of the country and things. And, next year that's going to be very interesting. But I'm with you, Howie. I think the SEC, I think it's a down year for the SEC. I said in our Discord, Florida 3 wins this year. I didn't even think Mertz could be that bad, right? And he's horrific, right? I hate him. But, I mean, it was like, dude, Utah had 50 yards in the fucking second half. 50 in the whole half and won the game by double digits. Like, Mertz is that bad. Florida, I'm betting against Florida every week this year. And the SEC, I don't know. I think it's top-heavy right now, Howie.
It is top-heavy. There's no doubt about it. And you don't go from – look, it's a betting sign should be, and I should have looked at this more closely, but you don't go from a Big Ten team to an SEC team.
Who does that?
That's a downgrade, and I mean that showed. Holy shit!
Yeah, I mean, dude, he should have been going to the Sun Belt or something. Mertz, go down there, go play on Georgia Southern or something, and go dominate for your draft status. But Yeah, he didn't deserve an upgrade to the SEC for sure. Let's run through a couple more, and then we'll get to some more headlines after this. But let's kind of wrap up this college football weekend. Give me your big takeaways from the weekend. Give me a couple of them, some teams that you know going forward, because obviously we ended up coming out. I actually came out up on the weekend after I scaled into Florida and Duke because I doubled that. You know me, I'm a psychopath. So I actually did fine. It seemed like the subscribers in the chat, those two games got everyone right. So we came out with our heads on after a rough start. But what 90% of favorites and home teams win this weekend? I mean, it was literally just public donkey field day. Every line that moved 7 points lost. Like it was not a great day for the sharp bettors, at least I saw around the industry. But give me some teams right now, Howie, that you're looking at going forward that you might want to take a future on, someone that you think, we need to start looking at, start betting on, some real impressions that some of these teams made from it.
Number one, I think the Pac-12's better than we thought.
Yes.
They look solid.
And write this down, guys. Don't just listen to this. Take notes. I have a whole notepad here that I took this weekend. Take notes on this. You're going to be using this for the upcoming weeks. But yes, I agree with you. Pac-12.
Yeah, when you see Notre Dame playing Stanford later on this year and they're laying 17.5, you may want to take Stanford. Stanford's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Washington's good. My biggest takeaway was Ohio State from the Big Ten doesn't look very good. I think Penn State could win that league. Mm-hmm. Penn State or Michigan. I think Ohio State may lose one or two. Again, it's tough to tell the SEC. Alabama, everyone said they got major quarterback problems. That fucking quarterback from Alabama, I don't know yet, but he looks good.
I mean, listen, he's a quarterback at Alabama. They're going to make it work, right? Granted, it was Middle Tennessee. We're not going to overvalue a Middle Tennessee home game to start the season. But, I mean, you could just tell he passed the eye test at least.
Yeah, man. And, I mean, it looks to me, again, that you might see Bama in Georgia just
kind of run away.
That's what it looks like, man.
Yeah, I mean,
unless Tennessee does something, and you can't really tell from week one, but Tennessee is probably going to win some games.
Yeah, one of my sleeper teams this year, which I actually went the other way on boys. I made a couple decisions this week where I trusted my data because I have the system, right? The analytics, the data that comes out, and I try to bet most college football based on my system and the numbers rather than my emotions and my gut and feeling. So I kind of probably a week early. There's not really enough data yet to work with anything. Working off last year data, we don't have anything for this year. So I probably should have just gone with my gut, but my gut told me coming in, Florida sucks, and Washington's going to be way better than everyone thinks, even though they're a top 10 team. I love Michael Penix Jr. I mean, I'm starting to buy his rookie cards right now, buying his college cards. This is a kid who I've been obsessed with for a long time. And I mean, he just came out and fucking flossed. I think 450 and 5. Him and Caleb Williams, I think, are the two guys that I'm obviously was highest on last year. Still this year. What do you think of this Washington team? You think they can make some noise, or they're just going to be a strong Pac-12 team?
I mean, if they continue to blow teams out like that, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, and if they cruise through that Pac-12, they're going to be there. They're going to be in the playoffs. There's no doubt about it. That team has players.
Yeah,
they have a few solid NFL players. The one thing that blew my mind this weekend is last year you got 5-star quarterback, top quarterback to come out of the high school ranks in years, and Arch Manning at Texas. Here's how good Texas is. Arch Manning's the 3rd string quarterback on that team, and it's not even close. Mm-hmm. He's not 2nd string. He's 3rd string. He's going to see no run this year, and that kid was like the next coming.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, how good is Texas? Offensively, they must be solid.
Listen, I know it's overreaction week, right? Like where we're all going to overreact to anything. But Howie, me and you win money on this, and we win tons of units for the subs every single year in college football. We know what we're doing. We know what we're talking about. We're not just going to overreact to something because we saw it. There's about if Georgia takes even a slight step back, there's a bunch of teams I could see. I mean, you're looking at USC's problem is they got no fucking defense, right? Like they came out this week against Nevada and at least kind of, held them to nothing. But I'm the biggest Caleb Williams mark in the world because I was on him before anybody a couple of years ago. And I mean, they've thrown up 120 points in 2 games, right? They're just going to keep firing. I love this Washington team. Texas was impressive. Tennessee looked impressive. Notre Dame, I mean, you got to be interested in Notre Dame right now with the upgrade with Hartman at quarterback. Can they put it together, make a run right now? You have Colorado. What's that?
Michigan's got a squad.
Yeah, Michigan's got a squad. Colorado was fucking unranked, and you're hearing people talk about can they, make a run and end up with a 2 or 3 loss season coming off like the worst season in football history. So, there's a lot there, and that's not even talking about Bama, Ohio State, Penn State, who all had decent showing. So I think we're in for a good year, and it hasn't been like this in the last few years, Howie. It's pretty much been like 2 teams and everyone else sucks. So at least we're weeding out the fucking Clemsons and all these things. Like, get them the fuck out of that top 10. They should have never been there. But it's pretty wide open this year.
I mean, yeah. And I mean, Florida State, damn. I mean,
Florida State, we didn't even mention, yeah.
There's 7 teams that now.
Utah had no Cam Rising. You got to remember that. Like, they were missing 8 starters in that game and handled an SEC team at home. So we'll see if it's just that Florida's that garbage or if Utah can kind of hang up in that top 10 area. But
yeah.
This is more comfortable for me. This feels a little more old school where there actually is 12, 15 teams that I like right now. Because usually at this time, I'm like the 7th ranked team is shit, for the last few years.
Yeah. There's 6, 7 legit teams that maybe 8, 9 that could get to that Final Four.
All right. Mr. P wants to know. You got to handle it, Howie. What do you think of Oregon State? Mr. PB's begging in the chat, writing in all caps. You got to deal with it. Dude, the way to guys, just send a tip and you get your questions answered. That's the trick. But tip $1 and we'll answer your questions. But we'll break the rule here for Mr. PB. What do you think of Oregon State?
They got a hell of an offense. I mean, they look good week 1. It's tough to tell. I think they're, that they're in that top 4 in the Pac-12 who are a lot better than we thought. I mean, it's tough to tell. You got to win a few more games, but yeah, Oregon State's got a good squad.
Yeah, it's. I hate to be that guy, but I mean, there's a lot here. I'm just rolling through a couple of guys. Penn State shouldn't have covered. Mike said, I fucking hate Penn. I'm never on Penn State. Donovan said Colorado's going to smoke Nebraska. I have CU +10. Now it's -3. You're going to see these. If you took the early lines on Colorado, you're going to be getting fucking CLV to fucking out the ass. You're going to be hedging literally the day the lines come out. Like you get +10 on one side and fucking, probably +4 on the other side, and just play the middles there if you wanted to. But those lines are going to move 14 points from the original, just off one win.
Yeah, the scary thing about Colorado is basically those kids are like, I don't know who your head coach is, but ours is Jesus.
Yeah, and seriously.
Fucking kids are running through a wall for him right now.
And he doesn't give a fuck, Howie. It's like we were talking on the phone before. Like when I was playing Little League, because I was a phenomenal baseball player my whole life. I'm literally the best at everything. When I was playing Little League, I was a shortstop. Rackets, you probably went through it. I was a shortstop, right? But my coach was like a drunken psychopath who like just wanted to win every game, even though we were 12 years old. And when a lefty would come up, he'd move me to second base, right? And the parents would get mad. The kid would get pissed. But that's Deion Sanders, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't give a shit. He's got his cornerback fucking playing receiver. I mean, he'll move his son to punt returner to quarterback if he has to in a big spot.
I watched 20 minutes of college football this weekend and certified that kid is fucking awesome, Travis Hunter. That kid is fucking nasty.
Hunter's special, dude.
Kid is fucking sick, dude. I was like, okay.
I want you to think about this when you see these kids, that there was no big school that recruited really any of them. Like these kids ended up at Jackson fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that's insane how much talent there is out there that we could watch a game. TCU was in a fucking national championship last year. I know they lost a couple guys, but I mean, that wasn't a scrub school. They were a 23-point underdog in that game. Like they went out there and the reason I think it's so impressive, Howie, it's different if you kind of go out there, get out early, hold the lead, you get a bunch of turnovers. The fact that they kept losing the lead and coming back, losing it and coming back, and that was like a back and forth dogfight going at each other, that was way more impressive than if they just ran out and took off.
Deion's kid too, man. That kid was throwing some dimes down the sideline.
Oof. Yeah, everything broke.
Well, Colorado was one of the worst teams in the country last year. Now they got 2 Heisman candidates.
Yeah.
They got legit Heisman candidates.
Yep.
On their team.
Literally in one game.
Yeah, one game. A kid throws for over 500 yards. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, in one game. You all of a sudden just saw 2 guys pop up. Sanders is on the list now. I think Hunter's on the list and Sanders on the list on FanDuel. Granted, there's plus 6,000, but they're on the fucking list.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to take a shot, Michael Penix Jr. at plus 950. That's great odds. I mean, I know it's Caleb's to lose, But a lot of these guys don't like voting and giving the guys the back-to-back Heisman too. And USC's probably with that defense going to catch a bad loss. They shouldn't lose just because they give up 60 points to someone. So Michael Penix Jr. at plus 850. And fuck it, dude. Take a stab. You're getting plus 6,000 and plus 10,000 on fucking Sanders and Hunter. Throw some beer money on it and fucking let it fly and wait.
USC legitimately could lose 1 to 3 games in that.
Yeah. They always can. That's just what USC does, right? Since they stopped cheating in 2010, that's basically been their fucking thing with Leinart and Reggie Bush. Anything else on the college tip here, E, before we let Howie go?
Just that apparently TCU was shitting on Shedeur Sanders whenever they were recruiting on their recruiting visits. And it's just ironic. Deion was talking about it apparently, how they were doing that, and then he comes out and throws for 5'10".
Yeah, fucking dude. You don't piss off alphas. I'll tell you that. I mean, he was on a mission.
And Deion Sanders, man, I love it because I love listening to him in the post game interviews. He's funny as shit. Reporters are asking him dumb questions, and he's just like, he's like, man,
he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he goes, he's basically, you're talking to prime time. I don't lose. He's like, no, man, it's automatic. I love it. It's hilarious.
I mean, listen, if anyone loves it, it's me. I mean, that's not fun. I think I'm the best at everything. So it's, I respect it.
And Deion's like, that's one guy that I think I could beat him in a 40-yard dash right now. Because
he can't do. He walks like me right now.
Got half a foot.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, we're gonna say something else there.
Yeah, just the fact that Oregon put up 81 points over the weekend. Are they?
Yeah, legit? Evan's starting to go a little viral again. Evan, welcome back to the fucking TikTok verse. Let's go, TikTok. We love you. I just want to say that. I just want to say we love TikTok here. TikTok's our favorite. We love TikTok. Love China. Love all of it. They're the best. But Evan on TikTok, his Stay Cashin account. By the way, we're live on TikTok, I think.
We are.
Right?
We are.
Great. Love you. Get over to Stay Cashin account at Stay Cashin Show 2. At Stay Cashin, no G, Stay Cashin Show 2. Evan has gone back to doing some social media monster work over there. Evan, I see a video with 680,000 views, 85,000 views, 124,000. These are all since 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So Evan, crushing TikTok right now.
Yeah.
So Evan's doing a lot of kind of fun content, mascots doing push-ups, stuff like that. And then we'll obviously be putting some serious content on there too for the bets and stuff. So get over, follow at Stay Cashin Show 2 over there on TikTok.
Not to mention Benny, 12,000 at the moment.
Benny Riccardi up to 12,000 views. Kid's been working here for 18 minutes. 12,000 views on his first YouTube video for the NFL. So check that on the Stay Cashin Show. Subscribe to the show, follow the handles, and just Venmo me some money too if you're bored. I'll take some extra money. Howie Dewey, any final words?
No, man. I expect to have a good weekend. There's some good matchups.
Oh, we're gonna smash. We're hot. We're hot. We just need to get hot, dude. You get that first loss or two, start a day, you get upset, and then you start. Everyone's fucking going nuts. And now we're Doug Mo, baby. Let's go.
Sunday, Monday was excellent. I think my girl almost threw me out of the house because I'm at the Bruce Springsteen concert Sunday night, and all I did was watch the Florida State game on my phone.
That's all you should do.
Yeah,
that's it. I was actually out with my girl here at a bar, and we're there eating dinner, and the game's on, and there was 5 Florida State fans there. I ended up turning the whole bar into a circus. I went over there. I was like, I'm not from there, but I bet on it. We had the whole place rocking for Florida State. So Mayhem Mansion is where that'll be taking place going forward. We'll probably start with just the Sunday football show to start in week 1 this week. And then me and Howie will do some Saturday shows, and we'll start mixing everything in. But it's going to get a little weird. So
I'll chime in. I'll chime in Monday night at the Jets-Bills game. I'll be running around naked.
I may be there. I'll probably be
out till the second half.
I'll probably be running around naked with you. So let's do it. All right, let's sword fight. All right, Howie, get out of here. Good job. You didn't get us banned on TikTok your first show. Good job.
All right.
Bye-bye. Joey Rackets. We got to talk a little football and a little baseball here. So we're going to get into both. What do you got planned here, Evan? Do you have any other headlines or anything?
Yeah, there are some headlines. Thoughts and prayers to everyone who drafted Travis Kelce in their drafts. He just hyperextended his knee in practice and is uncertain for the game on Thursday. Thoughts and prayers.
You have them, Rackets?
Yeah, I do on my dynasty team.
See, it was odd because you seem like you're in an oddly good mood today, Rackets, which is very rare. You're usually grumpy in retrograde. But
no, I'm in a good mood today.
Yeah, you seem like you're in a good mood. I had a nice little talk with Peyton and Noel to start the show. Rocking that. We're gonna bring them on the Mayhem Mansion show. And then
Peyton might even have his own show on at the Mayhem Mansion before me.
Peyton Spicks.
I mean, listen.
Kid's a star. He's a star, superstar, star in the making. He goes, are we on? Can we talk? I'm like, whatever you want, brother. Let's go. He's like, I just want to talk to you, Tommy G. I'm like, you're talking. Let's go.
Yeah, he just likes the microphone, man.
I love him. He's the best. But yeah, and then Evan drops a Kelce bomb on you to put you in a bad mood. Good job, Evan.
It caught me off guard too. What the fuck?
Well, did you see me pretending I knew what happened?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, yeah. Yeah, and I was like, please keep talking because I have no fucking idea. I had no clue what the fuck you were talking about.
That's sick.
Oh, you're like, Kelce news. I'm like, yeah. Ooh,
yeah, crazy,
Kelce news.
Girl.
Yeah, how about them? Let's go to baseball. But when did that happen? When did that break?
Half hour ago.
It had to have been right by the short.
Okay,
show,
good. I was on calls and do all that, so I don't feel so stupid. So now I can admit I have no fucking idea what just happened. I will tell you this though. Let's talk a little seasonal fantasy. I know some people have drafts today and tomorrow, two of the biggest draft days of the year.
Yep.
So I have a couple. I just did a draft last night. Rackets. Here's the draft me and Bill did versus Constantino. I don't know if you could read it.
Oh, I do. Trevor Lawrence again. Look at you.
Is it backwards or no?
No, it's good.
That's good.
Is it? All right.
Oh, I like that team.
Right,
it's a good roster.
Right, it's a $1,500 league. So we got Lawrence Pollard, Jonathan Taylor fell to the first pick. So I was the 11th pick. Well, me and Bill. So I was the 11th pick in the 5th round. I took Taylor there, Rackets. Where do you think? Because you are the residence Colt fan. Where do you think Jonathan Taylor should be going in seasonal drafts right now?
I'm okay with. I mean, 5th round is great value.
You got
I would
it,
assume,
right?
Yeah. If he's not. If I'm picking in the 5th round, I'm taking.
I'm playing to win the fucking league. I'm not here to date, right? Like I'm going all or none. So
and
if I get Taylor by week 5,
and I saw the Zach Moss thing at the end. Bill texted me last night. I do like Deion Jackson there too a little bit.
Snipe, dude. He's going early. He got jacked in like the 6th.
That's what I was gonna say. He's probably going way too fucking early
because I was gonna reach on him in like the 8th, like reach on him as a handcuff so that I get the Indy backfield. Because you still got Moss too.
Zach Moss is going to be their goal line back though. That's where the touchdowns are going.
That's what I did. Yeah, I figure hopefully he comes back by week 1, if not week 2. We have Dalvin Cook on the team, so I'm going to plug Dalvin in. I'm assuming they're going to ease Breece Hall back in, not give him a 20 carry workload. Evan, you're a Jets fan. I'm sure you agree with that. It's probably be a lot of Dalvin.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just need to buy those first 4 weeks, right? Just get through that and then move on. But yeah, it was fun. Got another draft Wednesday night here at the mansion. Getting that set up for that. Then got a subscriber league going on Friday night. It's a Beat Tommy G league. We got 11 subscribers in it. $500 entry league run by the FFWC and full-time fantasy. Love those guys. We're going to be doing a lot more stuff with them. And I fucking pull the first pick. So Matt texts me today, Evan. I'm doing 100 things. He goes, the league filled. I told everyone we did a $500 league, right? And I told everyone in the Discord, it's just for the 4 deep subs. If anyone has any interest in doing another one, a smaller one, let us know. I know we kind of priced them out with all the $2,500 leagues. But I fucking get a text from Matt, and he tells me, just filled the league. You're good for Friday night. We're going to do it after the NFL roundtable shows, probably like 10 o'clock, something like that. You got the first pick. I'm like, redo it. I can't have the first pick. I'm dying for the first pick. I'm the biggest Justin Jefferson fan in the world. I can't have it because they're going to say I fucking cheated. So I'm like,
cheater, pumpkin
I had to do the same shit yesterday.
I never get the first pick ever of any draft ever. I haven't had it in like 6 years, and I do 5 leagues a year. I get the first pick in the fucking draft that I tell everyone if they beat me, they get an autographed jersey and $100 cash. And I walk with the first pick. So now I had to fucking go into chat, and I went in the Discord, and I was like, guys, here, whoever wants it, first one to respond, I'll take your pick. And Pepper jumped out like, I'll take it. So I took the 9th pick, which is fine. I don't care where I draft. But, I mean, the one time I get the first pick, I got to give it up.
I prefer to be on one of the ends.
I like that. This year, I want
that.
Justin Jefferson locked in.
I like those double picks. Or
that's
right
the thing. I wish it was
wheel.
11 or 12, right? Yeah, I like the 12 hole.
We got a donation from Nick the Champ. Hey, Tommy, Tommy Rackets and F, first time caller, long time listener. Do I take Kelsey at 7 or not with the injury news?
I mean, I don't take Kelsey at 7 anyway.
I don't know, dude.
Personally, that's me. But for me, I don't think I've ever had Kelsey on a team. Honestly, I just never take a tight end in the first round, and he's always gone. Rackets, what do you think? I don't know. I just found out about the fucking industry and was faking that I knew it 5 minutes ago. So
it's 7.
You're saying if he's not playing?
I'm not doing it at 7. No.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's gonna play. You don't just hyperextend your knee.
Dude, listen, people don't care about week 1. It's a fucking big deal. Like, you only play 14 weeks, right? So if you're missing, that's like 7% of your season there. So it's not nothing, to not have him for a week.
Not to mention,
you're gonna have a bye at some point. You're gonna have a bad matchup at some point.
And there's stability issues too. Once you hyperextend something,
right?
He's liable to hyperextend again.
Questionable week 2.
That's what I'm worried about. You don't know how long it's going to be out. You don't know the severity of it right now. They could just be saying it's a hyperextended knee.
Dude, listen, I'm not a Kelsey guy to begin with. Okay, I love Kelsey. I think he's fucking phenomenal. But if you really break down his numbers from last year, over the course of this season, yes, he had 1,300 yards and 12 touchdowns, right? But the problem with it is he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games with 1 touchdown or less. Okay? He had 7 touchdowns in 2 games. So, and then in the other 15 games, he combined for 5 touchdowns. Okay? The other thing is his yardage, 121, 50, 58, 92, 25, 108, 98, 106, 81, 115, 57, 56, 71, 43, 38, 113. It's not a lot of like when I'm going in the first round, I want in Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. I want to know that I'm getting 5, 6 catches, 80, 90, 100 yards. Kelsey has a lot of 50-yard games. A lot. It just gets masked because he'll pop for 120 and 4 touchdowns in a game. So not really my optimal 7th pick.
You want to talk about running backs being touchdown dependent. Kelsey's very touchdown dependent.
Very touchdown dependent. Yeah. I mean, listen, he's a monster. I get it. 100 catches, 1,300 yards. He's going to put up a phenomenal season. For me, though, I mean, I don't.
Honestly, with the injury news, to answer that question, you might be able to get him in the second round coming back if you really want him that bad.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you could. Yeah, I mean,
people
it's like
a pass on him. Yeah,
it's a Cooper Cup situation.
Yeah.
It's a Cooper Cup situation, right? Where you're looking at Cooper Cup falling to like the 15th, 17th pick now, compared to the 8th or 9th. So, I mean, listen, if you're on the turn at 12 and you want to fucking go try and win your league, and you want to go Cup and Kelsey, you're getting 2 guys that were drafted in the top 8. There, but a lot of risk, a lot of danger, but not me. So Jonathan Taylor, we're consensus late 4th, early 5th Rackets.
Yeah, I would take him in the 5th for sure. If he's there, if he's there in the 5th, then I'm taking him.
Yeah, Bijan's another one that a lot of people have question marks with. He's going as high as 3rd in some of these drafts.
Okay, I love Bijan. See, I love Bijan. I love the offense that he's in. I love what he's going to do. I love him.
I do too. The only concern,
I'm not taking him at 3, but
I love the Falcons. I love Ritter. Rackets, move your chair down a little bit. You're so much higher than me.
I would move my camera up, maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get down. You're like dumb. It's scary. You're gonna beat me up.
TikTok.
Yeah, don't fuck me up. So the Bijan thing for me, I do think he's the most talented back possibly in the entire NFL. I think the opportunity is going to be there. There's a good run line, easy schedule. I like Ritter controlling the offense. They're going to run a lot. All the things are there for Bijan Robinson. The thing I'm concerned about a little bit that I think people are really just not even acknowledging, Ritter's going to be better than people think. Okay, they're expecting.
No,
okay. Time out. Let me just. I'm not a
so
homer.
biased.
I'm not a Falcon fan.
Most fucking biased.
I'm on him because I think he's going to be good.
Thank you,
Time out. I'm not. This isn't like Zach Wilson. I'm not a Falcons fan.
He sent a notification the other day. He's like, this winner of this league's getting my signed jersey. I'm like, no one wants your Ritter jersey, dude.
Guys, I'm on Ritter because I think he's going to be good. I'm not being a homer by saying I think he's going to be good. I think Ritter is being extremely undervalued. I didn't draft him in the league last night.
You got the biggest biggest investment on this guy.
I mean, I like $25,000 worth of his cards. He better be fucking good. But so I think Ritter is going to be. Everyone has him ranked like 32nd amongst fantasy quarterbacks, right? Meanwhile, in the one preseason drive he had 80 yards in one drive, right? Like they're going to throw more than people think, okay? But they're also going to run a lot. Rackets, I just can't see Algier, who had a great fucking season last year, just being phased out, right? Like, you got to be looking at 7 to 10 carries for Algier, which I love Bijan. I think he's going to be phenomenal. You also got Cordarrelle Patterson, who's going to be able to slide in the backfield. So I think Bijan's going to be a star. I think he's going to be a stud. For me, though, like, just walking past, stud Tyreek Hills and stud wide receivers, and even Saquon Barkley's and guys like that, who you know exactly what you're getting, it's just, is there a rookie wall that comes up in week 12 like happens to a lot of these backs that fucking play a lot? So if he is going to be a workhorse, am I going to hit the rookie wall going into my playoffs, which are the most important weeks? There's just a lot of things there where I'm comfortable with it at 10, but 6, 5, like it's too early for me.
No, not even that you mentioned Algier. He's the best running back insurance in the league. Like if you have Bijan, you need Algier.
And you have Cordarrelle Patterson too.
Yep.
So I mean, listen, I hope he's good. He's going to be great. We know that. But good luck if you're a 6th pick, 5th pick.
It's like a wasteland to me, dude. It's just.
Yeah, really. I would 100%. But I don't know. So again, enough seasonal talk there for you guys. Sky Moore is going in the 4th. Some people are saying. Let me see.
What?
Listen. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
You got Rashee Rice. You got fucking a bunch of other options there. That's not
4th.
And then as far as NFL, so what we're gonna do on tomorrow's show, Wednesday's show, we're gonna go heavy into the Lions Kansas City game. We'll have some props out. We'll have some plays out for that. We're gonna go into a little bit of a first look on some other props that we're gonna be taking longer term. And then Friday's show is obviously the banger. That's the fucking week 1 betting show. Go to Benny's betting show right now on our Stay Cashin site. And you can get some leans and some sides on week 1. We'll be doing a whole fucking NFL show. Might not even do baseball on Friday. Might just do all NFL. Who gives a fuck about baseball on Friday? And just run through the whole slate, give you guys some bets, get you guys over there. Get over to the site. You guys know where to go. Go over there, sign up, and join us. And let's get into baseball here. We got some baseball bets that we got to give out here for everyone. So let's do it. Joey Rackets, how have you been feeling about baseball of late?
Everything's been going pretty good the last couple of days. The first game, that Twins Guardians, Sonny Gray and Tanner Bybee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Twins put up 20 runs on the Guardians yesterday. I'm not going to try and bet Cleveland today. That looks to me like a Cleveland line, but I'm not going anywhere near it.
Yeah, I'm not touching this. I don't touch either of these teams. I haven't bet the Twins or the Guardians pretty much the whole entire year. I can't believe I just called them the Indians, the whole entire year. So we'll just keep moving on that. Let's move over to Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Milwaukee minus 174, Pittsburgh plus 146, Jackson, Woodruff, 636 start. What do we like here?
I don't got nothing here, dude. I guess the Brewers, but I can't ever get the Brewers right, even though they've been one of the best teams in the Central. We were talking about it last night in the chat. I kind of think the Cubs catch them. They're only 2.5 games back, and they have 3 games left against them.
I can see that.
I think the Brewers are I haven't been on the Brewers all year. I feel like the Cubs are going to catch them. It would be a nice day to get one of the games back today with the Brewers and the Pirates, but
yeah, I'm not really on this. I mean, listen, I was all over Galati's Paratis the beginning of the year, and then my dude O'Neal Cruz went down, and it kind of
and he had a setback too. He's not even coming back.
I was hoping he'd be coming back around this time, and he's not. So I bought his rookie card because I feel like it's undervalued. I bought a Bowman Chrome refractor of him. Let's go to Seattle, Cincinnati, Dem M's, my Mariners. I mean, God, can they just fucking just break through that little wall that seems to always be there for them?
How do they blow that game to the Mets, bro?
Dude. They're right there all the time to just power in to win the division.
And it's Julio. It's always
Julio in the 9th inning. Julio ends up batting in the 9th inning every time.
With 2 outs.
Nothing.
And strikes out every time.
He makes the last out of every game. So, I mean, right when we're coming there, we're rocking. Dem M's moving forward. Tommy G's fucking adopted team, winning like 15 out of 17. And then we go lose to the Mets in horrific fashion. And then we're down 5-0 last night before you blink. So, I mean, listen, I'm running it back on the Mariners here. I wish this line wasn't 154. I wish it
I
was
like
a little
him
bit
tonight.
lower.
Connor Phillips is making his major league debut. He's one of the guys that I was kind of talking about over the over the season, saying that he was coming for the Reds. He got up to AAA and kind of got blown up a little bit. So the strikeout numbers are there. The stuff's going to be there. I don't know, man. I like the Mariners, especially like in this spot. This is a big game for the Reds. They need to kind of stay pace within the playoffs.
It's a big game for both teams. Yeah.
Really big game for both teams, but I like the Mariners here. I think it's a good line for them.
Yeah, I'm going with the Mariners here. I'm looking around. You can get 148 out there. There's a 148 hanging around at Parks. I don't know if anyone fucking plays there. 148 at Bet Rivers, 150 at most others. So let's use 150, Evan, just to make it fair. I don't think many people have Bet Rivers and Parks accounts. So we'll do Seattle minus 150, Tommy and Rackets. On that one, I'd never do Seattle run lines or not to bat in the bottom of the ninth, guys. They fucking literally always go to the bottom of the ninth. Another bad matchup here. We got the Mets at Washington. So two teams that are shit fucking out of this whole thing. Quintana versus Corbin. Mets minus 144.
You skipped Rays, Red Sox, and Dodgers, Marlins.
Did I? Did FanDuel skip it or I skip it? Oh, I skipped it. Never mind. Let's go Dodgers, Marlins. Let's go there. So we got Kershaw on the bump, minus 142 versus the Marlins. This line looks a little
fishy. Fishy, would you say, Tommy G?
I think we're going fishing here. This is a very trappy line, and I'm going to reel in my Marlins. 64% of the public is on the Dodgers. The Dodgers are the better team. The Dodgers are the bigger bet team that everyone loves.
And have the better pitcher.
And the line is dropped. So we have a little trappy trap here. It doesn't feel comfortable pushing the Marlins button, but we don't do this to be comfortable. We do this to win fucking money. So I'm going Marlins plus 120, Rackets. You with me?
I'm with you, dude. This is a Marlins 9 through and through.
This is the trap line of the day, for sure. Dodgers is a trap. Let's go. Where were they just playing, the Dodgers? Were they just home in that series versus Atlanta?
Yes. Because it was late night Braves.
It was, right? Hold on one second. Let me just make sure of this. This might be. Yeah, they were home against the Braves. So they've been home on the West Coast for the last 7 games. Now we're traveling west to east. That could be a lot to do with it. Cross-country trip there going down to Miami where that may be why you're seeing a line a little bit skewed there. So let's go Marlins. They're on plus 120.
Andy Arias got popped for domestic violence. Too.
Hey, you heard about that, right? What happened?
Yeah. I don't know what exactly happened. It was domestic violence, but I'm sure he's done for the rest of the season. He's going to be on the commissioner's list.
He may be done for a while.
Yep.
So they don't take that very lightly. And neither do we, TikTok. We don't condone that.
No, we do not condone domestic violence, TikTok.
Condone it. Do not. Anyone doing that, please tune out. Los Angeles Dodgers minus 142. We did. Let's go to the Rays minus 162 against the Red Sox. We know Rackets is going to be on the Red Sox because he wants the Rays to lose for his Orioles.
I do. I was on the Red Sox last night, but that line was a Red Sox line at plus 108. This one looks more like a Rays line at minus 162. I would say this is probably a lot more truer of a line than it was last night.
Here's my only concern with this. All right, and you'll probably like this.
I'm listening.
Yeah, because I want to bet the Rays, and you want to find a reason for them to lose. So this line opened at 148. Okay, I'm looking across the books. You got 148, 150, 55, 48, 50, 54. Right, so everyone's hanging that 148 to 154 number. 83% of the public is on the Rays,
and it's not moving.
It's not moving.
See, I think this line is a little bit closer to what it should have been. Last night, the Red Sox at plus 10. I think I got them at 108, and then at game time it was 102. And then they went down 3-0 right in the first inning. I'm like, oh, fuck, I made the wrong bet there. But then they didn't score the rest of the game, ended up losing. Yeah. Tampa's offense kind of hit or miss, dude. They're kind of doing that Astros thing where they scored 19 runs in one inning and they win the game by a lot, but they're not really scoring a lot.
It's usually in like the 6th or 7th inning.
I don't have a play on this. I lean a little bit Rays, though, honestly.
If it was like I'm okay with playing into the trap if the number's like 120, 115, 130. At 160, I just got a weird feeling about this. I think we're going to hit this live, guys. So on the site, we'll be hitting this bet live probably. Whoever goes down early, I'm probably going to tap the other side. So I just want a better line than what I'm seeing right there. Another situation, Rackets, on the board today, which isn't in order, but since we're talking about, public betting, the highest bet public game of the day so far is the D-backs versus the Rockies. We're a little bit out of order. We'll come back. But opened at minus 205. It's hanging, let's see.
I see 218 on DraftKings.
218.
That's not much.
94% I'm seeing right now of the public
shit.
on the Diamondbacks. So what do you think there? What about the Snakes?
Just off that alone, I'm going to fade it. I'm not touching that number.
You can't.
That's not parlayable. That's not nothing.
94 is a lot. That's a lot of percents. That's a lot of percents. percents. And you got my boy Freeland on the mound, who has sucked this year. But that's fucking weird. That's a weird line. Thing didn't move with 94% of the public. Let's get back in order here. We're going to go to Mariners, Reds. We did. Tigers, Yankees. Yankees want to start fucking winning now that they're fucking dead. Oh, what do you know, Rackets? They bring up the young kids, and now we're winning all our games.
They're lefties,
all
too.
The lefty young kids come up. What I've been fucking saying all year, bring the young lefties up. They bring them up. They won 6 of their last 7 games. Just swept the fucking Astros in Houston. Just swept the Astros. And we've been playing Josh Donaldson and these bums for the whole year. What are we doing?
Bro,
Were they trying to lose all year?
Dominguez is a stud, bro. That kid is a fucking stud.
Fuck this team, dude. I've been saying for 5 years, lefties.
Lefties and switch hitters. What the fuck, man?
Lefties.
That's not hard.
Bring the talent up. Stop waiting until they show you something at AAA. Bring them up. Let them learn on the job. Drive me. Oh, here.
Look at this fucking
He heard
guy.
Yankees and had to come in. Bill Rupp, we're screaming about the Yankees.
Oh,
Okay.
He clipped out.
Clipped out. Yeah,
He
my
clipped
mic's the best.
my mic is the best.
No, it isn't.
Hey,
Your
Bill.
mic sucks. You just clipped out. What's up, Bill?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just in
Bill,
time for the Yankees.
We're sitting there screaming about the Yankees. Just won 6 out of 7 since they brought the kids up that are lefties and young and have energy. And we've been sitting all year with these fucking bums in the lineup. We're out of the league.
First of all, the way they went about it was the dumbest thing in the world. They brought them up on the road, and Dominguez hits a home run. Why not bring them up? First of all, I didn't want him to bring him up against Verlander anyway, even though he played great. But you bring him up at home, bro.
Who brings the alien up? Their fucking super freak talent, who everyone's excited about,
This kid,
on the road against the Astros and Verlander. Like,
they signed him when he was 16, bro.
he's been on the team for 7 years.
Everybody's been waiting for him to come up, and you bring him on the road against the Astros and Verlander.
Yep.
How are you not letting
so
Yankee,
good, though, bro.
any homers the first game? You're
He's
letting
so
your biggest enemy and biggest rival experience his first ever hit and home run. How does that make – when you're out of the league, you're done. You can't win the division. You're not making the playoffs. It's not like you needed it for this game because you're 1 game out of the wild card. How do you not let him debut at Yankee Stadium?
Awful.
How? Who the fuck is making these decisions?
Yeah, awful. That organization needs to be cleaned out. So they were saying an interesting thing on the radio the other day. They said that Boone is so calm and collective. Michael Kay was saying.
Bill, make sure. Are you looking at the tri-screen? I think you might need to come in a little bit. You're kind of off it.
You need to slide towards your couch a little bit.
No. No, he needs to go towards Groot.
Oh, towards
He just did. Yeah, you need to try and keep your head up. Groot's dead center.
Well, yeah, the couch.
Groot's dead center. So, yeah. All right, go on.
Oh, so that way.
Yeah, right
There you go.
So they said that Boone either knows that he's gone or knows that he's secure right now.
100% he's
They've
secure.
already told him.
He's secure. They're done. They don't care.
He's way too calm about everything that's happening.
Yeah, they don't care. But
And I've told you this for the past couple of years. The Steinbrenners only care about making the playoffs, which is interesting because it's the first year they're not going to make the playoffs. But, Tommy, the other day at the game, they had 40-something thousand. So
why are people still going?
Why? Me and you are the biggest Yankee fans in Rackets. Rackets lives far away, but we live close. We haven't gone to a game all
I
year.
will not go to a game. No way will I go to. I turned down tickets 3 weeks ago. I said, no way I'm going to support that team.
Me too, bro.
No way I'm going to support that team. I was on the plane with a guy. I was sitting next to him, and he was talking about he was flying in from California when I was coming back from Vegas. And he was telling me, he's like, oh, we're so excited to go to the Yankee game. And I was like, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm thinking he's got Yankee gear. I'm like, dude, are you stupid? Like, who are you? Like, who's still going to these games to support this team? This is the reason why they're doing what they're doing, because you people keep going to the games. It's insane.
The Mets fans stopped.
No, Mets fans are fake fans. That's
what they're doing is they're seeing if what's his name, the closer, what's his name, Diaz is going to come back, they said, and play because they need to fill the seats.
Hold on. Speaking of the Mets, did you see the thing with Pete Alonso's pop-up last night?
Yeah.
How he said he's like, you guys are going to trade me. I'm not catching any more pop-ups.
Oh,
and he let fucking O'Neal from second base run all the way over.
It was so
what
funny,
happened?
bro.
I missed this.
Oh, no, bro. He's pissed. Alonso's pissed.
Dude, Tommy, look on Twitter, dude. It's all over. You gotta just.
I think we were wrong the whole time. I don't think it was the Spanish.
I'm gonna go check on Twitter, even though I love TikTok way more.
I think it has been Alonso the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been the cancer in the clubhouse.
You think so?
No,
it's Lindor.
no, I'm telling you. I think he was pissed that everybody got a contract with him. I'm telling you.
Alonso was like, I'm not catching no more pop-ups. I'm done. And then there was a pop-up right to him last night.
Hold on. When did he say that? Did he say that, or did he just act like that?
Bro, I don't know.
I can't find it. Bill, tell me what happened.
Hold on. I'll find it. Hold on. I just saw it earlier.
It was before the game, like a day or two before the game. He said that.
He said, I'm not catching any more pop-ups?
Yeah, and then something happened.
Oh, so then a pop-up happened and
yeah,
McNeil ran.
But
that's awesome.
There's a lot of problems, and now I'm hearing that Uncle Stevie is done paying big contracts. So.
Oh no!
Oh, dude, I told you guys about Steve Cohen, dude. I'm Sirius XM for a long time. I know about Steve Cohen. He is all fucking talk until things don't go perfect. And he will cut the cord on everybody.
He got me hook, line.
Yeah, I told you, dude.
Bro.
I told you, dude.
He got me all in.
Fraud.
And I'm a Yankee fan. I'm
dude.
the biggest Yankee fans you'll ever see, guys. Like, I don't wear any other gear. I love the Yankees. And I was, I like the Mets. I like what Cohen was doing, spending the money. But
I told you.
And Pete Alonso got whiff of it, and he ain't getting a $30 million a year contract.
He let Tommy G walk. You know he doesn't know talent.
He doesn't want to pay out no contract.
I have been vindicated. No, I have been vindicated by this. This has vindicated me. No, he's proven to be a dumbass. I have been vindicated. I am in. Steve Cohen, suck it, and let's go.
He went Opie and Anthony, Tommy G, Howard Stern.
Dude, he let Opie and Anthony go too.
Howard Stern. Howard Stern. He did the right move.
Howard Stern's even nothing now. He ruined him. Steve Cohen sucks. I am his biggest loss.
I love you, Stevie.
I hate you. Let's go. I don't care if you're a billionaire. Come after me. It won't be the first one. Let's go to St. Louis, Atlanta. Hot Atlanta -2. Honey going against Mikolas. Your boy there, Rackets. What do you think?
No, it's the Braves. I'm just not paying that price. I'll wait. I'll wait or parlay them with something. They're going to win tonight, though.
Throwing a Cunha hit in there. 10.5 total, 86 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour wind going out. Mikolas hasn't been the Mikolas that people expected. I never really liked him that much, but
Tommy, it's in the chat. I put it in the chat.
What's that? The link?
The video, the Alonso video.
I like the Braves here not to bat in the bottom of the ninth.
What's the odds on that?
I'm looking it up right now.
I need to get this.
-160.
All right. I'm going to take this a different way. I'm going to take this number down. I'm not laying 200. So I'm going to go Acuna to get a hit and Braves to win -134. So we'll go Braves not to bat in the bottom of the ninth with Bill, and then I'm going to go -134 Acuna and Braves.
Are you doing Braves to win or Braves not to bat in the bottom of the ninth?
But two different bets. Bill's doing Braves not to bat in the bottom of the ninth,
okay.
-164. I'm doing Acuna and the Braves money line -134. All right. Let's go to next game on the board, which I just clicked off, and I'm going to have to talk and fill some air while this thing goes because I don't know why, because it's spinning and it won't get there. So
Yankees lineup just dropped. I just wanted to say this. We were talking about the Dominguez. He's already batting third in the fucking Yankees lineup, and he's been batting third for like the last couple of days. Yeah. You were so scared to bring him up, and now you're just going to bat him third.
It took 3 years to bring Judge up when we were like, dude, what are we waiting for here?
Acuna now has moved to -195 for MVP. If you
picked a bad series to go over for a couple.
Yeah, a head-to-head. Yeah. +140 isn't bad for Mookie Betts right now. If you want to, try to get.
It's Acuna.
I'm not doing it. I'm over Acuna. I think
he's gonna end up with 75 steals and 35 homers. It's gonna be Acuna. Once those benchmarks, I even told you that when he was plus money at 58 steals, I was like, wait till that number flips to 60 and watch the number shoot up, just because the two steals that we know he's gonna get anyway.
Well, what do you think that the new bases and everything changed the steals? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it would end at like 50.
How much?
I don't think it's the bases. Everyone keeps talking about the bases. I think it's a pitch clock and the throw over rules. I think that did it more than anything else. I think that was a big factor in the base. And the bottom line is everyone could have been stealing bases. They just fucking stopped. So it almost just like took one person to do it. And then everyone else was like, oh, all right, let's fucking do this. And then everyone's like, wow, the water's fine. So I don't even think I think it could have been running similar to this in the past. They just stopped because they got all in the fucking launch angle and everyone trying to hit a home run, and they forgot that they could actually run the bases too. Meanwhile, Rackets and me were pointing out every fucking throw it into center field on every single fucking stolen base. So you should have been running all the time. Right, Rackets? How many throws the last 5 years have gone into center field on a stolen base?
No catcher can.
No catcher can't throw to second anymore. They're first baseman, who transition now every position. What were you going to say, Bill?
My boy Bobby Witt Jr. is going to be a 30-30 guy.
Yeah,
told Nikos when he came out.
Did you smack him? Did you smack Ghost?
This guy's going to be great. 275, 28 homers, 84 RBIs, 39 stolen bases.
Royals are kind of legit, dude. Like, they're going to be good.
Me and Rackets are about to buy Royals hats. I think
they're
we will
kind of legit, yeah.
I do have a Royals hat. What?
You guys with these fucking...
You love betting shit teams.
Listen, you jumped off the Yankees too, and you went on the biggest disappointment in baseball. All right, don't talk to us, Mets fan, behind Steve Cohen. Leave us alone, all right? We turn the Mariners and the Orioles into relevant teams.
You can't jump on Kansas City because Bobby Witt has been my guy since he started.
I want to see a Royals hat, Bill.
I told you I don't wear any other hat. Never. I'll never don another hat. Unless it's USA or Yankees, I don't.
I can't even picture you in a Mets hat, dude.
No, I'll never wear another one. I can't do it.
Where'd he go? He went to go find his fucking Royals hat.
Probably went to get a Royals hat or some type of jersey that he bought or a
Bo Jackson jersey from
the
87.
That's what he's going to pull out. I bet you he pulls out a Bo Jackson jersey or something. That's what he's going to do. Bo Jackson. He's going to pull out his cards. He's been ordering all these cards now for all these players that might hit. Listen, he might win and might not. I don't know. So one of you guys questionable on these rookie cards. We'll see.
We might as well keep going with the fucking slate. Now the Mets is the next game. Mets and Nationals. Quintana and Corbin. I mean, I'm not betting this fucking game, but
you can't bet the Mets because you don't know what the locker room's a complete mess, right? No.
There it is.
What can I do?
How old is that?
It's old. It's flat brim.
You look like I can't even picture you. You look so weird in a flat brim hat.
I like Bobby in the picture.
Oh
you
my
look like
God.
Bobby.
You do look like Bobby. You do. That's Bobby right there.
That's Bobby's Twitter picture.
That's Bobby's Twitter picture. Oh my God. No wonder why they're cousins. Yeah, you can't bet the Mets right now, right? That whole clubhouse is a mess. The team's a mess.
No, and Corbin's dog shit, but like plus 124 on the Nationals doesn't even look that bad. So
No,
if I'm leaning on a side, it would be Nationals on that bet.
If they were like plus 150, 170, I would take them, but no bet for me.
Yeah,
going back to my squad.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's go. Let's rock.
At least that one looks normal on its.
Oh, dude, that hat's been there. I've had that hat for 10 years. Yeah, it was a fitted. You know when you ordered a fitted and then it came like flat brim style? What am I going to do with this? But I just keep it because I always kind of like the Royals. So there you go. I could verify my Royal fandom.
We did the Mets and Nationals. You're not betting that game, are you?
No. We're going to Chicago and the Giants here. Cubbies minus
Cubs,
134.
dude. I don't like Hendricks, but the Cubs are making a move, man. I think they win the division.
Bill?
They might. I'm with you on that. They have been playing really well.
Yeah, I mean, line movement's fine with me. Everything looks okay in this.
7-3 in their last 10.
I'm good with the Cubbies here.
Hard not to be with them.
Yeah, let's go Cubs. Let me see what the best line
They got
is.
the bullpen's decent too. It's not great, but it's good enough. It's good enough.
Minus 134. We do have hold up. We do have wind in Wrigley today. Walker and Hendricks on the bump. We got 83 degrees, 13 mile per hour wind blowing out in Wrigley Field today. So subscribers, when you guys get on, I'm going to have a bunch of plays on this. We're going to be trying to attack this a little bit. Probably some runs per inning, maybe both teams to score. Definitely hitting live totals if we see this popping out. Let me just get the fan graphs after the show and run through the metrics here on the fly ball rates and all that shit. And I'll have some plays for you there. So we're going to have a few more plays than this for subs only. So get signed up. 25% off, guys. Get signed up ASAP. Next game.
Don't show Rackets when he's doing that, please.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
And now we're kicked off TikTok.
Yeah, you can't.
Fine.
Let's go. Kansas City White Sox. What do we like? Rackets,
Um,
anything here?
Kansas City. Royals.
Yeah. Bill?
Minus 125. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not. I'm not. I like them. I like Bobby. Well, I'm not. My money doesn't though. I can't do it.
I can't bet on Singer. I'm not a Singer guy.
No, me neither. I bet against
A
that
lot
guy.
of people were high on him coming into the year, and I was not. And he imploded right out the gate. He's been
Rackets seems to win when he bets them. I mean, my sheet had 90% Boston the other day, and they lost the first play. It was like 12-0.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't get them. I just can't bet them.
I like the Royals, man.
I
like picking my spots.
Yeah, I like the team, but I just can't bet them.
I had a run with them at the beginning of the year where I was slaying their totals. I was actually killing it on the team.
Because they do put up runs.
They put up, especially at the beginning of the year, they were rocking. But I like them. I mean, I'm more of an over guy with them. I'm going to skip that one. Houston, Texas here. We got Valdez. Houston's got to be like, what the fuck just happened? Walking out of the Yankee series, heading over to Texas. Listen, every time Houston's 116, I take them. It's not even analytics. It's not math. It's not anything. It's just the Astros. I mean, listen, last night I took them 113-6, looked bad early, threw up runs. I'm taking him again today, minus 116. I know Ghost was slamming the overs yesterday. Hit a bonanza in the chat for the subs.
Tommy, real fast, do you know that Kansas City has let up the second most runs in baseball?
Yeah,
their
overs
bullpen's
have been amazing. They were good offensively. Their bullpen sucked. It was the perfect storm for overs. I think I was like hitting 85% on their overs.
Yeah, I mean they're like it's crazy.
Then they went in that little swoon, and I kind of jumped off them a little bit. But they used to be a big DFS team of mine too. I stacked the Royals a lot when no one else did. Let's go to this. What do we think, Houston?
Rangers, but I don't like it. Like I said, I don't love it, but I would bet the Rangers here.
Rangers are swooning.
A little bit, but
they kind of came out of it in that Mets series, and now they just lost.
Yeah, but look at that division again, Tommy. 6-4, 6-4, 4-6. Everyone's around the same.
They're like within a game of each other. Everybody.
Astros need to get right after that Yankee series. I mean, listen, this is not an analytic play here. This is a team that's swooning versus a team that's obviously angry.
I think Eovaldi's the better pitcher here, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This isn't an analytic play. This isn't anything where we're going. I'm just basically for the rest of the year, I'm taking Houston minus 130 or lower every time. I'm just taking it, and Eovaldi is the better pitcher, but Valdez is no slouch. So I'm going with it. You guys are on the other side.
I don't know if I bet it, but I definitely think this is a Ranger line.
Okay, all right. Let's go here. Orioles, Angels, Rackets on the Orioles. Tell us why.
I bet him last night when the line came out at minus 144 with Zverev at like 1:30 in the morning, whenever the fuck fifth set was on with that. So whoever was in the chat with me has them tied to Zverev at minus 144. They're now minus 170, so we're obviously on the right side of it. Kramer's been awesome, dude. Like I talked shit and we were fucking. I gave him his Dean the Dream nickname, and I was just fucking around, whatever. But dude, he's been really good. Like he's been since May, he's been pretty good. So Detmers, the Orioles kind of they're weird against lefties, man. They're gonna run out the lineup where Hayes is leading off and Mountcastle, and they're just gonna throw a bunch of righties at him. Detmers is kind of good, but this Angels team just doesn't have anything to play for, man. They've been dismantled. They've had everybody traded for.
What happened with Ohtani yesterday? I wasn't paying attention. I was
pulled obliques. He pulled his oblique. He's not on the IL yet, so I don't know.
He's probably not going to play today, right?
Probably not playing for the whole series.
Love the fucking Orioles today.
Yeah, I love.
How's this line under 170?
It is 170.
It should be like 220. I know they're on the road, but I'm taking the Orioles minus 160.
I'm with you on the Orioles also.
168.
Minus 168.
Yeah, late a juice. Take it.
I like it a juice.
Colorado, Arizona. This is one we just talked about. I was mentioning earlier. 85% of the public is on the Orioles, but the line's moved up 25 cents from the open compared to this Arizona, where 94% of the public is on Arizona, and the line's moved up 4 cents from the open. This is a Colorado. This is a trap line. We said the Dodgers the biggest trap line on the board. This may be the second biggest. I'm going to take
definitely
a little
the
stab.
biggest. Definitely the biggest.
I'm going to take a little stab on the Rockies here. I've had a lot of success, kind of like you with the Royals. I've had success with the Rockies, kind of picking my spots.
I've had success for Freeland too.
Yeah. Freeland's my guy. I started him in a DFS Live final a year ago in Coors Field, and he threw 7 scoreless for me. So at 1% owned. I'm going to go with the Rockies here. Let me see what the best line I see is on this. Looks like 180. is the best line out there. That is
That's
what I'm
right,
saying.
Kings, yeah.
Yeah, so let's take the Rockies plus 180. Small stab. Not gonna, do a huge play on this, but let's take a little stab on that plus 180. Philly, San Diego. Bill, anything here? I'll be a Lorenzen.
I'm not a San Diego guy, bro.
Yeah, this is tough when these two teams play.
This game sucks. This line should be like minus 140 for the Phillies, and it's not. Which scares me.
It's scary. It's
If
trapped.
I was gonna bet anything, maybe the over, but I can't. The Padres, everybody hits or nobody hits. So
I don't know.
Hasn't Soto been playing really well lately? Like, hasn't he been crushing it?
This is. I don't know. I want to bet the Phillies Rackets. The line's too low. It's just. The good thing is it did cross through the number. It started at plus 110. It's crossed over to at least a negative number.
Yeah, but why would it even start there?
Not the Vegas, but why did it start at 110? Why was this? This is.
I don't trust that.
This is weird. This is weird. We'll check this live, see if there's an opportunity there. 2 games to go, and then we'll get the fuck out of Dodge.
DWCS.
Toronto.
Dana White's Contender Series.
Oh, is Mike coming on?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, all right, good. All right, so we'll do that, and then we'll get the fuck out of Dodge. Toronto Blue Jays, Oakland Athletics, Bassett, Waldachuk, Rackets.
Ah, Jesus Christ, dude. Don't bet. I mean, you can bet the Blue Jays, but don't bet the Blue Jays.
I'm touching that game.
How bad did they make you guys sweat last night, bro? Like, not worth it. You're getting shut down from Luis Medina for.
I never have success with the Blue Jays. Never. Even in my DFS days, the only time I used to make money off the Blue Jays when I was playing heavier in DFS was fading the Blue Jays chalk stacks. That's it. Because Blue Jays were chalk stack for the last 7 years. They'd pop up once or twice a week, and I would just fade it because they would score 0 on those days. But
I don't like
still the same thing now, even with different players.
I don't like betting teams with their best hitter out. So I'm going to stay away.
Lay off it. And that's it. FanDuel's showing another game, but it's the Wednesday 1 o'clock game with the Indians and Twins.
Quick, U.S. Open before I forget. Because I forgot on Friday, and it kind of cost you guys, the freeloaders, but the subs got it, so it didn't fucking matter. We had Alina Ostapenko plus 550 to beat Swiatek pre-match on Saturday night. She won in 3 sets. She fucking destroyed her. She was destroying her the whole fucking match. And we had her Ostapenko again this morning. Ostapenko just didn't look good. She was awful. No excuses. They're gonna blame it on the heat, but she just didn't look good. Whatever she lost.
It is brutal out there.
Yeah, it's 102 degrees out there. I get it. I understand. But at the same time, we've played in these conditions for like a month and a half. There's no excuse. Tonight, Ben Shelton, Bill's boy, plus 200, plus 210 in some spots. Benny fucking Shelton. This matchup literally profiles the same as the matchup against Tommy Paul that he had on Saturday or on Sunday, whenever the fuck it was. Love Ben Shelton tonight. He's got the two fastest serves in the entire tournament right now, 149 miles an hour, and he did it in the same game, both of them. So the guy, he's pumping serves, he's taking the racket right out of hands, and you just get one. If he gets one break in the set's basically over. So love the plus 200 on that. Tommy, you'll like this too. 90.48% of the tickets are on Francis Tiafoe. The line has gone from 275 to 260.
Yep, all in. Yeah,
Ben Shelton.
And Tiafoe is very erratic.
Very erratic.
All right, Rackets. All right, we'll catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, Mikey, welcome. Well, we missed you last Tuesday. What happened? Everyone in the chat, there was like at least one person who was like, "Where's Mike?"
Phone malfunction. The software had to update. I was out of the office, but here I am today.
Oh, I mean, you're here on time. You're looking nice. You're looking tight.
I got something first. Everyone busted my balls the other day when I said that, what was it, Betts? When I said Betts wasn't hot because he went 0 for 3. Can't have it both ways. So then I said Soto has been hot, but then someone said he went 0 for 3 yesterday.
Yeah,
but he's gotten a hit out of 8 out of his last 10
But
games.
you can't have it both ways either, though.
Okay, well, let's do it one or the other then. So I'm either right or I'm wrong.
All right, I'm right.
8 out of 10. Is he hot 8 out of 10 or no?
Listen, this is why I say numbers always lie. All the people, all the nerds who are like, oh, look at the quants and look at the numbers, look at the out. You can twist numbers to say whatever you want. You could say he's 0 for his last 3. You could say he's 40 for his last 70. I look at the last 7 days. That's my number. 7 days. That's my hot or cold. So that's the final answer. Judge, rule, Tommy wins.
Bill,
Constantino.
don't you know by now all roads lead to Tommy being right?
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
He thinks that. think that.
Who dominated the draft last night? Like, who was drafting?
Tommy fucking G. Oh, I thought you meant between us and you.
Well, there
No,
was a
yeah,
couple,
not between us. I mean, I'm good.
there was a couple teams who got some nice picks.
Well, are you saying between me and Bill?
Yeah, like who was in charge?
What do you
last night?
think was in charge? Me or
Well,
Bill?
normally it's you, but I saw you guys go on autopilot at one time, and then
No, that's because I
Oh,
kicked
you
that.
want to know what happened? You want to know what happened?
yeah.
Some nuts over there kicked the fucking computer out, kicked the wire out of the wall.
Wow.
Right as our pick came up.
Right as
the
our
first-
pick, he's like,
the first
he's like,
thing
Bill,
that I have
walk
to
in, walk
address.
in.
I have to address on last night's draft because I see in chat some people didn't draft yet. So now I could share my 2023 draft strategy that I did and I employed, and it's already paying dividends today with the Kelsey injury. So my strategy going into the draft, now mind you, 2 years ago, it was to get Josh Allen and Tom Brady, who finished 1 and 2 in the league, and Tommy and Bill mocked my double quarterback pick.
Bill, the worst thing I've ever watched.
Jalen Hurts, top, number 2 point scorer. This year, it was to get Jalen Hurts again, which I did, but to
And no
corner
receivers?
the tight end market. So I
And
wanted
have,
to break
and have,
the
and
internet
have Brandon
with
Ayuk
Kelsey,
as your number one?
Hurts, and then Andrews out of the 6 hole. I would have broke the internet, but I wound up getting 3 top 12 tight ends. That's the
Mike
the
literally
strategy
has
this year.
3 tight ends.
We could
yeah.
start, but you could start 2 because it's a flex player. So
Wow,
I'd rather a starting tight end who's going to have a 60% target share and easier to predict on a week-to-week basis than a number 6 wide Christian Watson, who you got to just hope Jordan Love throws him the ball instead of Dobbs and not a check down to Aaron Jones. So I decided to dominate the tight end market. My phone's ringing off the hook here in the building today with the Kelsey injury. So
I mean, listen.
that's the strategy.
Listen,
You
I
forgot
went.
to draft a kicker.
I'll pick one
Oh,
up
don't
in
worry,
free
man.
agency
They'll
tonight
cheat.
or
They'll
tomorrow.
cheat. They'll cheat, Bill.
What do you
Don't
mean
worry.
cheat? What
They'll
do you mean
open up
cheat?
they'll open up free agency
Oh,
for just Mike.
What do you
Yeah.
mean open it up?
There is no free
Well, that-
agency going into week 1
Since when?
ever. Any league, all
That's
of them
not
through
true.
history.
That's
Yes,
not
it is.
true. It's not true.
Yes,
It's
it
always
is.
been- No, it's not true because last year after the draft, I remember a lot of people dropped people they drafted and picked somebody up.
Remember me and Bill
Not
weren't
in this
allowed to,
league.
and you were.
Well, that'll be
see.
news to me, Tommy, if that's
We'll
true,
see.
but I don't
We'll
believe
see.
so.
I
I didn't
want
even
you
look
to.
yet.
Go take
No,
it.
last-
Either way, I'll beat you without a kicker.
You will not.
Last year, what happened to us was
You have Jonathan Taylor as your starting running back, right?
No, I don't have Dalvin Cook.
Okay, so you got to back up to a new system that's in a shared backfield.
You like the
Okay.
Dalvin Cook week 1 thing. And by the way, I did employ the 2 tight end strategy. I took Evan Ingram, and then
Yeah, but you don't have 3 top 12 players,
I
including.
don't need it. You
the
can only
number 2.
start 2 of them. So why would I
Well,
draft?
my phone's
3?
ringing off the hook, baby.
Hey, you're gonna be trading.
On the
So
tight end
start a
list
text
for-
thread so me and Bill can meet these people and trade with them. We're like on the outside on an island.
There's no
Start-
text thread.
Who
There's
has a fantasy
there's
league
adults
without a
in this
text
league.
thread?
There's a message board.
A
You post on the
message board? What are you in the
board,
league
and it
on
gets
fucking
kicked out to
FX?
the email, but
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
as adults, nobody wants their phone blowing up with fantasy football.
What it's nice to know the
That's
people who checks a message board. I'm in 19
No,
leagues.
it kicks it to your email and text, I think.
Who checks their email? But it doesn't
Yeah, you know.
kick it. It doesn't kick it to your text. Shut
I don't
up.
know.
All right.
Well,
tell us
welcome to the
about
league. You've been here 3 years, and now
Tell her, I didn't fucking have bad. This is the year I got to win.
are people begging for Jonathan Taylor? Is there
Yeah,
something
they are,
like that?
dude. 5th round, I've been taking Jonathan Taylor nonstop. You were going to take him, you know you were. Mike, let's go to the UFC tonight. What do we like? Contender Series.
Well, we can't gloss over. I got on
Killed it
6-0.
again last week.
One
All right, go.
swept on.
I
this
think
week
I owe you a steak.
for a subscribe. Oh, you do, Rose Namajuanas. Yeah. So I won that bet. We went undefeated. 6-0 for the subs. 3 official bets, so 3-0, but there were 6 legs. We went 6-0, won 10.23 units. Tonight we're going to focus on one fight tonight. I'm going to give you an official bet, and then I'm going to tell you a couple other ways I'm attacking it. So it's the main event, and we're all over Bruno Lopez here. We're all over the fight. Violence, possibly not out of the first round. So the official bet is Bruno Lopez to win in round 1. Now on FanDuel, they have -125. That's where I bet it. On DraftKings, they have -150. So you can see the big differences. So some variations on the fight that I also played is the fight inside the distance as a whole, as a parlay piece at -350. So you can put that with a football game you like or a baseball game tonight. I also like Bruno Silva and under a half round. So it's just a little bit of a lotto, but if he gets it done in the first 2.5 minutes, it's +225. Now he's 11-0, 9 wins by finish, and he's clearly the A side here. He's very, very good. And he's fighting a fighter named Brenson Ribeiro, who's also good, but he's 2-2 in his last 4 fights. All 4 ended in the first round, and the 2 losses he was knocked out in the first round. I think that Bruno Lopez just gets it done fast, and that's how I'm hitting it from all different angles. But your official bet is Bruno Lopez in round 1 -125.
Okay, I like it. You want another lean here, or they got to sign up?
Well, there's only 5 fights tonight, so I'm giving him my
so-
best. That is my
all
best pick. 2 weeks ago, I gave him my 10-star for free. So
Make him sign up.
You guys are
Make him
getting my
sign
A
up.
stuff. So
Make them sign up. Get over 4Deep Bets at 4deep.com. 25% off, guys. 25% off the whole entire site. So get over there and sign
we
up.
got a
Join.
big card this weekend coming up too. 12 fights, pay-per-view. Adesanya against Sean Strickland. That's a great fight.
Easy pop.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fights on there I like too. So looking to stay hot. And NFL, of course, can't wait.
I mean, obviously, we're going to be rocking. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Mike, you'll be back here on Friday. Mike, you won't be here tomorrow. So do you have a lean or anything interesting in the Thursday night game? Are you looking at anything yet, or are you diving in tomorrow?
Nothing yet to really share. I was looking at the Amon St. Brown, reception props. But that was also based on the volume of the Chiefs and Kelsey and whatnot. So it's kind of changing everything right now for me. So as of now, I don't have any official bets, but I will.
I mean, has there ever been a better call in the history of futures guides than me with Amon-Ra St. Brown for the last 2 years announcing that this guy's going to be a top 5 receiver in the entire NFL, and now he's going 10th overall in fantasy drafts?
He's doing very well.
I mean,
I'm excited to see, Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson, because Garrett Wilson's really fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now he has Aaron Rodgers reading the defensive.
We got sniped on
They
that.
fucking sniped me 1 pick before in your fucking
I can't believe he went in the first round. Would you have taken him there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I yelled fuck in the chat. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I'll give you two things I'm looking into right now that I'm going to dive a little bit more tonight. But these are most likely going to be plays for tomorrow. Sam Laporta over 29 and a half.
That was a good pick. I commend you on that pick. He was on my list. You guys drafted him last night, didn't you?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's going to be.
I like Kincaid though. Somebody sniped him.
I love Kincaid. Kincaid, I was looking at too. Kincaid and Laporta are my 2 guys. I like Laporta over 29 and a half. I'm going to see how I'm going to play this tomorrow, so I'll let you guys know on Stay Cash and Show. And I like Amon-Ra St. Brown over 77 and a half. Probably going to be looking at Amon-Ra St. Brown's receptions. I don't see them here. Let me see. I don't see any alts. So it's 6.5 -162. So figure out which play I'm going to play that. Probably I'm going to alt it up to 100. But Laporta looks like probably my favorite bet of the day tomorrow. I just think this is a kid kind of early in the year last year. I was kind of nailing these tight ends under 30 yards that were about to pop off. I think you're going to be seeing his totals in the 50s.
Glad to see you supporting the tight end movement.
I'm all in on Mike's tight end movement. You're the leader of it, Mike. So you're gonna have to make.
Do you agree with the strategy?
Listen, I love it for 2 of them. For 3 of them, I think it's excessive because you have to bench 1.
Well, you got to start 2. There's always going to be a bye week, and now if somebody gets hurt, I got 2.
Listen,
3 of the top 12.
Dependent.
And now Kelsey is hurt, so Mark Andrews on paper in a Todd Monken offense who loves the tight end with fucking Zay Flowers taking the top off. I mean, Andrews is going to be Kelsey-like numbers this year.
Listen, I'm all for it as long as it's a league where you could trade. Because if you have that and then you can monopolize that market and go trade one of these guys for some value, I'm fine with it. I'm not all for Brandon Ayuk being your number 1 wide receiver.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
you got to go somewhere.
No, you don't. Look at our team. You're not going to be weak anywhere.
I saw your team. You have Jonathan Taylor as your starting.
I know. Week 5, you won't be laughing at that, will you?
Trevor Lawrence is going to be out of the league due to his giganticism.
That's fine. We have Geno Smith, who now has fucking Jackson Smith.
Oh, yeah. He'll really follow up on his year last year. Geno Smith is on the edge of the cliff and is about to fall off.
How are fucking 3 of his receivers going in the top 6 rounds, and he's going to suck, right?
I want to see your team.
You want to see my team? Read it and weep, bitch. Right there. Right there.
All right. I love Pollard. I mean, Pollard and St. Brown were a perfect pick in that wrap. Right there, I think you did great there. The Jonathan Taylor pick is laughable. That was terrible in the spot you took it. Drake London, there's no quarterback in Atlanta. Quarterback.
Are you out of your
That's why I took Bijan Robinson.
Are you out of your mind?
That's why I took Bijan Robinson, because it's going to be.
Yeah, but you're taking fight with him.
Talk shit on Ritter again.
I think
there's a poor man's Jamarcus Russell if he's
You're
lucky.
a poor man.
He's going to be a poor man's Jamarcus Russell.
Mike, you're not worried about John Adams. Mike, you're not worried about Algier at all?
It's not a matter of worry, but Bijan's special, and especially in the
route
running. Three down back, statistically.
But a guy who rushed for over 1,000 yards, you're just going to say we're not playing.
Okay, well, the answer to your question is no. I'm not worried about him at all. Now, if you want to argue it,
And
Listen,
Cordell
No,
Patterson.
I mean, I like
No,
if you do,
Cordell?
by the way, I'm
I
sorry.
like Al
Okay.
Jeter, and I wanted to handcuff him. And
What
somebody
about
sniped him
what
from me,
about
but-
Time out.
Cordell?
Bijan's a 3-down running back.
What about Cordell?
Receiving upside.
Both of you, shut up.
No quarterback.
Guys.
Check down.
Welcome for both of you joining the show late. We did a 15-minute segment earlier in the show on Bijan Robinson's fantasy status. So you're just recapping.
Well, you should have given the Bijan expert because I scouted him and hand selected him.
Oh, yeah,
with the 6th
okay.
pick in the
You
draft.
scouted
You
him. I was
better
betting
worry
his-
about
quarterbacks.
I was betting his
week
college props.
You better
3 years
worry
ago.
about
I wasn't
Cordell
on routes in
stealing
practice. Did you
touchdowns.
see that? You can't cover him.
All right, guys. Final words. Constantino, take a shot at Bill.
I can't do that. Just, pay me again this year in DFS, fantasy football. Con Man 22, baby.
I'd be worried about Cordell stealing touchdowns.
Bill,
I'd be worried about Jonathan Taylor not being on an
act.
active lineup.
This
or
is
for
not
in
how
the
final
building.
words work.
I would worry about Jonathan Taylor.
But Mike, you get final words. You get 30 seconds to say what you want.
Well, Bill
and then
started
you're
an
done.
argument.
And then he gets final words. It's 3:30. I got a business call 1 minute
Okay.
ago.
Bruno Lopez tonight, fucking violence all over the place.
All right, Bill Rupp, 30 seconds.
I got nothing.
All right, Evan Hand.
Rigged.
What do you think of me getting the first pick in the 4-deep fantasy draft?
Go to 7.
No, you got to say rigged, you fucking idiot.
Rigged.
There you go. So
Oh,
I
that
give it
worked.
back.
You told me you were going to get
Shut
my
up.
first pick.
Final words
Good
means
job.
final. You don't get to speak again.
I forgot that word.
It's not fucking almost
Did
final
you use
words.
the text app to get the
Or
conversation?
Howie, Dewey, Joey, Rackets, Bill Rupp, Mike Constantino, Evan Hand. I am Tommy G. Get over. Sign up. 25% off. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers. Love you, TikTok. Love you, China.
Oh.